please help me to welcome Scott Love.
We're all born the same way, upside down and naked. Everything else happens after that. Nobody's born with, oh, you're the magical number one biller. You're it. You're our system number one guy at birth. Oh, yeah, there's the photo from 5th grade. Future number one sales rep for Select Staffing. There it is. My name is Scott Love, and I'm an expert on the topic of influence, which is this: how can I get you to do what I want you to do and have you thank me for that at the end of the process? People said I should get into sales. Have you ever done any sales training? Well, I listened to a Zig Ziglar tape. I mean, that's all I did. Didn't do any. So I interviewed with the radio station. Well, Scott, we want you to sell me this pen. He gave me the pen. I didn't know how to sell, but I listened to the Zig Ziglar tape. Got to have a positive mental attitude. Got to be happy all the time. Got to be happy, happy, happy. So put some enthusiasm in your sales presentation. Scott, sell me this pen. Well, Jerry, I think this pen is amazing. I think you should buy this pen. It's beautiful, it's shiny, it's silver. You should get this pen. I didn't get the job. Influence exists everywhere. Think of the big problems that I've solved for companies. We're losing customers. We're losing top talent. We're not getting the sales that we want. All of these things have one thing in common: influence. Whether I'm speaking to a group of managers or senior level executives talking about strategy, whether I'm talking to line level salespeople that have direct contact with prospects and customers, teaching them tactical tools on how to turn that no into a yes. It's gonna happen. How do you pick yourself back up, put yourself in a fighting stance, and move forward? I'll give you some ideas. See, I think about these things. What's the system behind that? I'm not too good at too many things, but I can pick apart a system. Why is somebody successful? Reverse engineer it and say, here's a paint-by-the-number kit. We might not have the natural talent of Picasso, but we're going to go to Walmart, get a $12 paint-by-the-number kit. We're going to hold them up, and you can't even tell the difference. He's doing copier sales. He's excited about the staffing industry. Richard, why are you excited about the staffing industry? Well, Scott, it's all about the people. And 6 months later, when I'm back in there, Richard's going back into copier sales. Find out why. Richard, why are you leaving this great profession? Well, Scott, it's all about the people. And I'm going through my script. And the guy's name was Rocky. He said, Scott, we're looking for a senior level healthcare superintendent. Can you help us find someone like that? I'm looking at my script. Yes. I can. So far, so good. So I take the specs of the job. Now it's time to talk about the fee. This is a direct hire placement shop. They said, well, our fees are 25%. I'm looking at the thing. You're new, you should ask for 20. But I knew there was this big biller in the office. He's charging 30%. My first day on the job, I want some of that. So I said, Rocky, the way I work, I charge a one-time fee of 30% of first year's comp. And it got real quiet. He said, boy, let me tell you something. And all the time I've been dealing with recruiters, I've never gone above a 25% fee. And I'm looking at the script guide, and I can't find anything. And it's my first day on the job. What do I say? I say, Rocky, I'll be honest with you as well. In all the time I've been a recruiter, I've never gone below a 30% fee.
It was fantastic.
This is an absolutely phenomenal seminar. If you want to try to get a checkup from the neck up, this is the place to be.
The amount of time and money that I spent, I got back tenfold.
We recently hired Scott Love to be a keynote speaker at our recent franchise conference. I think it was the best decision that we've ever made. We had a phenomenal attendance to the show, and the positive feedback has been overwhelming from Scott's presentation.
My perspective as an expert on influence does not come from academic research, although I've studied it. This is what actually works in the field, on the floor, based on 2 decades of trench-level battle-tested tactics and ideas and concepts. And what I do, I take all that and I give it to the audience in a systematic model that can be replicated. In other words, it doesn't matter how excited I get everybody, even though I tell stories, I get people excited during the presentation. How I measure success is what's going to happen 6 months from now. Monday morning, people from the audience are going to go back to the office, and they are going to see an immediate improvement in how they get compliance from others. I show them tangible ways. I give them specific action steps and systems that they can take back right away and see an immediate improvement in building trust with others. And I teach that in a way, the way they feel really good about what they do. They don't have to compromise their morals or their values to gain more sales from their prospects or to gain more compliance from other people. The way I teach the formula of influence is based on a system of equity. How can I get you to do what I want you to do, but I first have to build this emotional bank account. Over time, it's going to foster, it's going to grow. We can take from it and it's still going to grow. When he was 5 years old, we got a Toys R Us, what he called Toys for Us. And he would always know we have a toy budget for the trip. It's a $5 toy budget. Well, Daddy, we get a $10 toy budget? No. You know, if you want, we'll go there, we'll pick and choose, and then we'll come back next week, and we'll plan it out. No impulse purchases. So he would go, he'd spend 20 minutes going, and he'd pull out his 3 toys. We'd always look at 3 toy options, and we'd look and we'd have a discussion about the toy value. Well, does this have high or low toy value, Daddy? Well, I don't know. Do you think you're going to play with that a lot? Well, I don't think so. Well, does that have high or low? Well, that has low toy value. I mean, that's how we go to Toys R Us. And one day, we're leaving, and he says, Daddy, today, why don't we have a toy budget of $150? Are you kidding me? No way. Well, how about $15? I'm like, okay, $15. Wait a minute. What did he do to his toy profit for the day? He tripled it. What did it cost for him to do that? Nothing. How much time did it take for him to do that? Seconds. I didn't know if I should be upset or proud.